Louisville, Kentucky. A Kentucky grand jury on Wednesday indicted a single former police officer for shooting into neighboring apartments but did not move forward with charges against any officers for their role in Breonna Taylor's death. The jury announced that fired Officer Brett Hankison was charged with 3 counts of wanton endangerment in connection to the police raid of Taylor's home on the night of March 13. Neither the grand jury nor the presiding judge elaborated on the charges. Immediately after the announcement, people were expressing frustration that the grand jury did not do more. "Justice has not been served," tweeted Linda Sarsour of Until Freedom, a group that has pushed for charges in the case. Rise up. All across this country. Everywhere. Rise up for #Breonna Taylor. Protesters have consistently pressured State Attorney General Daniel Cameron to act, and celebrities and pro-athletes had joined them in calling on the Attorney General to charge the police who shot Taylor. At one point, demonstrators converged on his house and were charged with felonies for trying to intimidate the prosecutor. A Republican, he is the state's first black state attorney general and a protege of Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who has been tagged by some as his heir apparent. His was also one of 20 names on President Donald Trump's list to fill a future Supreme Court vacancy. Taylor, an emergency medical worker, was shot multiple times by officers who entered her home using a no-knock warrant during a narcotics investigation. The warrant used to search her home was connected to a suspect who did not live there, and no drugs were found inside. The use of no-knock warrants has since been banned by Louisville's Metro Council. Cameron's office had been receiving materials from the Louisville Police Department's Public Integrity Unit while they tried to determine whether state charges would be brought against the 3 officers involved, he said. Before charges were brought, Hankison was fired from the city's police department on June 23. A termination letter sent to him by interim Louisville Police Chief Robert Schroeder said the white officer had violated procedures by showing extreme indifference to the value of human life when he, wantonly and blindly, shot 10 rounds of gunfire into Taylor's apartment in March. Hankison, Sergeant Johnathan Mattingly, Officer Myles Cosgrove and the detective who sought the warrant, Joshua Jaynes, were placed on administrative reassignment after the shooting. Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, opened fire when police burst in, hitting Mattingly. Walker was charged with attempted murder of a police officer, but prosecutors later dropped the charge. Walker told police he heard knocking but didn't know who was coming into the home and fired in self-defense. On Sept.